away. I'm off your
If
property.
you come back over, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
I'm off your property.
You wait over here for the police.
I'm off your property.
Don't come back to my...
It's something I didn't see, that's why I'm able to buy y'all our food. It's something I didn't see, that's why God put money in my pocket. It's something I didn't see.
I got to have with one handicap girl. It was one handicap.
You know, and it's like, come on, man. Stop trying to make me look unsmart.
He's with my man Charlie Mack. So Charlie was surrounded by a whole lot of strength. He's surrounded by a whole lot of love. And all he has to do is add discipline, and he gonna be all right.
It's like Uncle Will, you know? Who is best to give you advice? And it's Will Smith, and I'm getting so much good advice. I got my first acting role, Empire, and it's changing my life. And it's like, I'm listening from the greatest, and it's like making me well prepared.
How did Orlando Brown go from making millions from Disney as a teenager to a mentally unstable internet meme? And why did Bryshere, who was once the most promising young black actor in Hollywood, end up getting in altercations and launching OnlyFans? Well, Orlando is finally speaking out about how the industry destroyed him and Bryshere, and the details are so much worse than we thought. Orlando was used and discarded by the industry, and then saw the same thing done to Bryshere, except Bryshere's story was much more tragic. Because according to reports, multiple industry figures who we all know took turns with him, and his mother allegedly watched them do it.
You have a certain nerve in your rectum, and if you touch that nerve, you can turn a person into an animal, you can turn a person into whatever you want them to be if you just hold them down. So
now, unless you've been living under a rock, I'm very sure you've seen Bryshere and Orlando get brought up a lot since Hollywood got exposed for using and breaking young black men. Orlando has been blowing the whistle about this for years, but everyone was too busy calling him crazy. Turns out, he wasn't so crazy after all. Now, just for a little bit of context, Orlando got his breakthrough when he was cast as Eddie in That's So Raven. At the time, everyone thought he would be the next big black comedy actor in Hollywood. He was genuinely that good. But that dream came crashing down as soon as the show ended. He began appearing in the news for substance possession and erratic behavior, including trespassing on someone's property while barefoot and carrying a box of Franzia.
Look, man, right over there. I called the
Look at this circus clown. Go ahead. Work for them on the corner.
Sock me out. Sock this
Look at this feet.
Yep.
Try to get us some love. He wants on you.
Yeah.
Now I know why he ain't got no family.
What?
Get the away from here.
Get gone!
You better get away from my house where you get knocked the out.
Knocked out for calling God? Bro, I'm chilling, bro.
Get away from my house, yo.
I'm away from your house. Hit me. I'm away. I'm off your
If
property.
you come back over, I'm gonna knock you the out.
I'm off your property.
You wait over here for the police.
I'm off your property.
Don't come back to my
In
house.
Jesus.
His first arrest came right after That's So Raven ended, when he went to jail for herb possession. He was later arrested twice between 2011 and 2013 for 2 DUIs, but that was actually just the beginning. In 2014, he was arrested again for threatening to unalive a woman and her daughter. This is when people really realized just how much the industry had damaged him. However, things got worse in 2022 when he attempted to unalive his brother. According to reports, he threatened his brother with a hammer and a broken-off knife blade. At the time of this arrest, Orlando was homeless. His brother had taken him in 2 weeks prior, specifically to keep him out of a homeless shelter, and this is the thanks he got for it. Now, as I said, a lot of people couldn't help but notice just how similar this was to Bryshere and other young black people in the industry. At this point, this isn't just an Orlando Brown thing. It's a pattern that all young black men go through at some point. You see, just like Orlando, Bryshere was also the next big black actor until Hollywood got its hands on him. He was playing the role of Hakeem Lyon on Fox's biggest TV show at the time, Empire, but as soon as the show ended, his career ended right along with it. In 2020, Goodyear police received a 911 call from a woman identifying herself as his wife, saying she had been at their home. Apparently, she ran to a stranger at a gas station for help with visible injuries, telling police that Bryshere had physically mistreated her for several hours and strangled her. When the police got there, he initially refused to come out of the house, so a SWAT team and crisis negotiators were called in. He was sentenced to 10 days in county jail, 3 years of probation, ordered to pay restitution, and required to enroll in a domestic violence offender treatment program. But not too long after, he violated the probation when he attacked another woman. According to legal documents, the woman claims Bryshere threw food at her, shouted at her, and pulled her hair.
But the arrests are not even the saddest part.
Because of his time in Hollywood and all these celebs using him, he got hooked onto substances and that lustful lifestyle. And now he had to turn to selling his body on OF. By 2024, Bryshere had no ongoing acting work, a probation record, multiple mugshots circulating online, and no visible support system. Once again, this is very similar to Orlando resorting to doing countless interviews of himself on YouTube, where he exposed the industry just to make a couple of $100s. However, Orlando isn't just on these interviews saying just anything. He has actually been spilling major tea about Hollywood rituals and them using and blackballing black men as they did to both him and Bryshere.
When you do sell your soul, you are allowed to live forever. And these people that are called youngins, rookies, new booties.
He also revealed that the reason why industry elites get away with taking advantage of young people in the industry is that their parents are also usually in on the whole thing and allow it to happen in exchange for money. And this gets even crazier when you find out that Bryshere's mom, Andrea, has actually been accused of watching Bryshere get played in exchange for some money.
And when I say Andy, I'm talking about Bryshere's mom. I'm gonna kick you in your in and I'm gonna go to work North Philly style, bitch. You and Charlie. You happy now? He's a gay star. Are you happy now, Andy? For a book that didn't sell? I hope that new husband of yours leaves you. And maybe it's time you tell your son why his father is really in jail, his biological father, for all of his life and what you had to do with it. You f***ing CI.
The crazy thing is, other celebrities have also come out to say this same thing, and they have also been labeled crazy, with one of them being Corey Feldman, who, just like Orlando, was also a child star and ended up with some serious problems. Corey's comments were also dismissed because people thought it was his addiction that was making him talk crazy, and that he was just making things up for attention. He later released a documentary in 2020 titled My Truth, where he name-dropped everyone who essayed him, including actor Charlie Sheen and talent manager Marty Weiss. These allegations were confirmed by Corey's ex-wife, Susie Feldman, and his Lost Boys castmate, Jameson Newlander, who witnessed some of it happen.
I tell you that the #1 problem in Hollywood was and is and always will be pedophilia. That's the biggest problem for in this industry.
The casting couch even applies to...
Oh yeah. Not in the same way. It's all done under the radar.
Nobody talks about pedophilia.
It's the big secret.
And it's widespread?
Oh yeah. I was surrounded by them when I was 14 years old. Surrounded. Literally. Didn't even know it. It wasn't until I was old enough to realize what they were and what they wanted and what they were about and the types of people that were surrounding me till I went, oh my God, they were everywhere like vultures.
Now, when it comes to the exact people who messed with Bryshere, a couple of names have come up since all this came out, including Diddy, Will Smith, his mother Andrea, his former manager Charlie Mack, and Lee Daniels. Apparently, after Bryshere made it big on Empire, Charlie reportedly introduced him to Will and Diddy for a mentorship, where everything else happened but that mentorship. According to Jaguar Wright and Will Smith's former assistant Bilal, Will and Diddy allegedly took turns forcing Bryshere into freak-offs, and when they were done, they dropped him like a hot potato to find their next victim.
Well, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Bryshere Gray, left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed dollars.
Our rob in Chicago for Empire, it's a damn mess. It's no other way to put it. This dude is going crazy, right? He's out there allegedly with male prostitutes. He's pissing in the trailer. He's acting psychotic, right?
The same thing he's doing now.
Beyond that. But this is why a show is going on. I pulled him to the side. I said, listen, I'm here to help you and so forth and so on. So he was like, all right, I feel that. He said, everybody on the set know you. Everybody seem like they love you. Okay. I want to love you because everybody else love you. I said, if that's what you want to do, then do it. But he kept acting up. And then one day I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. He said, you know Will Ray. You know Diddy made me suck it. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck. And I said, I have no idea.
Where were the mentors? Where were the industry veterans who benefited from these men's talent? Where were the co-stars, the producers, the network executives? Neither Bryshere nor Orlando deserved what happened to them, but the industry still destroyed them either way, and then left them at their worst to figure it out. Now, they are both nothing more than internet jokes. Everyone thinks now Orlando is crazy, so they don't take him seriously at all. And they definitely ain't listening to anything Bryshere has to say either. And it doesn't help that when Bryshere first launched his OF, he literally made it free. And even now that it's paid for, he's only charging like $5 a month. If anyone knows exactly what Bryshere has been through, it's Orlando. One person reacted to this saying, the industry really ate him up and spit him out. Another person said, that poor brother hasn't been right since he's been corrupted by the forces of Hollyweird. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Orlando exposing the truth behind Bryshere's downfall? And do you really think Bryshere will ever recover from this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.